Barbara Courage.
Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to take a call on this bill. It's a great piece of legislation, and it's removing a whole lot of unnecessary barriers that we currently have. It is an omnibus bill, and it is surprising when you pass a piece of legislation like this how many other pieces of legislation it will affect. But it's really about making the best use of the skills we have in the health industry. And as we know, the way we deliver health is changing. We're going from a focus around those big hospitals, which are extremely important and where we need to send people where they have the most chronic cases of illness, to delivering more things in the community. And a lot of our community health providers are very capable, well-trained and able to do some of the jobs that currently legally within these pieces of legislation they're not able to do. So what it's going to mean is that people are going to have greater level of access to services, and there'll be more health professionals out there to do that. And something that I've come across in my electorate, as you imagine, it varies far and wide. We have the Hamilton Hospital sort of at one end, and we have the New Plymouth Hospital and a smaller hospital at Tikawiti, but there's a whole wide range of areas around that rely on health professionals to give them their day-to-day needs. And what I'm finding is that as we have a shortage of rural doctors, and we know that something in health that's very important for people, particularly older people, is to trust the person that's providing their care. And so they rely quite heavily on the nurses and the people that are in the medical centres to provide that. And as they go there, they know there's someone they can trust. So if we do get doctors coming in and out and somebody they don't know, there's actually a set of health professionals there that can help them. So this all is part of the primary care focus, and it's really interesting to me, having worked through some of this on the committee, the actual bills that are affected by this. There's amendments around the Accident Compensation Act of 2001. Any health professional, any health practitioner providing treatment to the claimant. So again, it's often just wording, but it makes such a difference because all of these pieces of legislation have to fall in place. The Land Transport Act, just asking people to go to the medical centre, as the previous speaker said, instead of the doctor's surgery, which is something we don't call it. Most of us don't call it anymore. Definitions around the Mental Health Act, just changing the name of those people that are being dealt with. And I think there's two important issues here within this piece of legislation, is that the Children, Young Persons and Their Families Act 1989 being adjusted to place an equivalent duty to minimise distress to children and young persons when carrying out medical examinations onto health practitioners, so that it's in line with the duty of medical practitioners. And to be honest, when people go to a medical centre, often is the nurse or the health professional, the health practitioner, who is the one that actually calms the child down, because often they're quite scared, particularly if they're going to be having injections and things like that. So, and the other one, the Burial and Cremation Act, for the other stage of life. So it's my pleasure this afternoon to commend this bill to the House. Thank you.